so proud. Because, you know, so much of what we did at the CIA was just nonsense work. It was spinning your wheels, coming up with stupid ideas that would never work, wasting time and money on agents that could never be recruited, you know, bad analysis, bad tradecraft, getting caught in surveillance. So when you get a victory every once in a while, it's good.
Yeah, it's a nice W. So let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll get to 9/11.
Sounds good. Planes just hit both towers of the World Trade Center. I think we're under attack. I need $10 million, weapons, ammunition.
When he asked you to hold his hand, is there some sort of empathy in war that comes out?
That's a great question. I just got approached and asked if I wanted to be certified in these enhanced interrogation techniques.
I have 2 other tapes that are sent to show how the Zubaydah and Abd al-Nashiri human waterfall were destroyed.
And he got up from his desk and he whispered in my ear, "Kill them all."
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the interview. As you could probably tell, this is a brand new channel, so if you got anything out of this at all, please like the video, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought, tell me who you'd like to see on the show. I see every like, I read every comment, and I appreciate all of it, especially in the beginning, because as you know, that kind of support goes a long way on these platforms. So most importantly, I have some awesome guests coming up in the future for interviews. So please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of them. But again, thank you for your time. Appreciate the support, and hope to see you again soon.
5 reasons why Checkers and Rallies is the most underrated fast food chain, hands down. Number 1, their famous seasoned fries. Number 2, they don't.
It's your turn.
War was my life. Every waking moment. I turned my weapon on.
All right, then, Mr. Jeff Teague, and you're going to hate this, but I'm going to give you an intro for people that aren't.
Hey guys, if you're not subscribed,
That's a good question. So I didn't know for a long time what the purpose of any of these questions was. 10 years later, I happened to be transferred overseas, and one of my colleagues was a former polygrapher. And I asked him that question. What was the point of all these weird questions? And he said, I can best answer your question with some anecdotes, he says. He goes, look, I've been a polygrapher for 25 years. And over the course of 25 years, I've had people, applicants mostly, admit to every crime you can imagine, including murder. Because they think, oh, this is the CIA, I'm going to do some wet work. They're going to be impressed that I killed this guy in Syracuse and I buried his body under the train tracks, right? Right? They're not impressed. They're calling the FBI before you can leave the building, and then the FBI is going to come and take you away, which is exactly what happened. So he said, the purpose is to rattle you. he said, one of the things that we do, and he said, you may remember this, we always start off by saying, we're not looking for perfect people. We're looking for honest people. So just answer the questions truthfully. And if there's something that you did in your past, admit to it and we'll get through it. That's bullshit. They're not going to help you get through it. They're going to call the FBI and they're going to report your confession that you just made to a federal officer. So if you've done something, if you've committed a felony, don't apply for a job at the CIA and then confess it to the polygrapher. That's not going to work for you. So he told me that, there was a guy who admitted to a murder in Syracuse, and they got him walking out of the polygrapher's office. He said there was another guy. There was a guy that was a janitor, of all things. Because, even the janitors need to have security clearances. You're in the CIA. We have classified stuff hanging up on the walls everywhere you turn your head. And so you get a pre-employment polygraph. You get one after 3 years. That's your probationary period. And then every 5 years for the rest of your career. So he said this was a normal 5-year, they call it a reinvestigation poly. Now, in the hire, and in the 3-year, they ask you what are called lifestyle questions. That is, are you gay? Are you bi? Are you leather? Are you crazy? Are you a pervert? Do you like to beat prostitutes? They ask you all that stuff.
Oh, those are
After
almost.
3 years, they don't ask you any of that stuff. Because
Good
by
thing you
then
didn't.
they figure, we know each other well enough that you're going to be okay. So he said, because they don't ask those lifestyle questions anymore, he would always throw an extra question in at the end, open-ended. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you think is important? 99% of the people say no. Some people say, what do you mean? He said, well, to this janitor, things like murder, rape, robbery, bestiality. And the guy says, what was that last one? And my friend says, I knew I had him. He goes, bestiality. Planes just hit both towers of the World Trade Center. I think we're under attack. I need $10 million. I just got approached.
From Greece, was it 2000?
Summer of 2000.
Okay, so 9/11 happens, obviously, in 2001.
Yep.
Where were you?
Yeah.
9/11 happened.
I was at CIA headquarters. The story's kind of quaint now.
So, let's get into what you're.
So it's like 6 a.m. on Saturday. My phone rings. It's the chief. I was like, oh man, I feel like I just went to sleep. And he says, you gotta come in right away. Something happened. I said, bad? He said, no, but come. So I speed over there. It was the chief, the deputy chief, chief ops, the FBI chief, and me. And my chief says, we got a cable from headquarters that Abu Zubaydah is somewhere in the country and we have to capture him. We have to take him alive. Everybody turns and looks at me. I'm like, great. But in my mind, I'm like, Abu Zubaydah. That name sounds vaguely familiar. I believe of on my own that was gonna find him. So I said to the chief, listen, I need a targeting analyst. So a targeting analyst is different from the. We never told the Pakistanis who it was. We said he was a big fish, and so we ended up calling him Mr. Fish. Like, we've located Mr. Fish. He's in this place, but he just left. We're gonna chase Mr. Fish over here. We're gonna chase Mr. Fish to Peshawar. So